Very proud of our basketball team to play a SMU team that hadn't lost but one time at their place with Coach Brown at the helm. We responded in a very positive way, even as adversity took place in that game. We got off to a good start. They made their runs in the first half. We had a group to come off the bench that continues to give us great energy. Great energy. But more importantly, our defense was, I think, was the biggest difference in that game. It created some easy offense for us, and starting off the game, I thought we were in a hurry. We were quick, but we were in a hurry. But you can see in the second half, I really felt we settled down and really moved the basketball, shared the basketball, got it to the right person at the right time, and made more plays than they did. SMU is a team that's not going to go away. Not when you got a Hall of Fame coach in Larry Brown and Nick Moore, who we knew was a big key to that basketball team. I thought we kind of took the head off their team early in the game. He got a couple of fouls, but more importantly, we tried to keep the ball out of his hand. We did a good job up on the glass, and again, it was a good team win. Bobby continues to play at a high level, and that's so critical for our basketball team. I thought Kai did a good job, even with the foul trouble. I thought he was in command out there. He was talking, and what I'm seeing is leadership is starting to develop off the floor and on the floor as well. And our guys didn't panic. They didn't panic, and that's the key on the road. You're going to have some things take place that the 4-point play, the 8-point run they ran. And if you notice, I left those guys out there. They had to work their way through it. I wanted them to work their way through it. And to their credit, they did. And that's how you learn. I think that's how you learn. You learn how to win on the road. But again, I thought it was one of those performances that we'll look back, at the end of the year and say, that was a good win.
What did you say to kind of ignite Bobby on the boards?
Well, he had 0 rebounds at halftime. That's more than enough there. I mean, offensively, he played well, did some good things for us. But Bobby wants to be an elite player, and elite players do a lot of other things, and he did. I thought he got some big-time rebounds for us, some critical rebounds for us, and of course we went to him going down the stretch, and he delivered. Whether he got to the free throw lines or made a pass out or made a play. But I thought the good thing about it is we had other guys going to the boards early in the game.
You're just 4 games into the season, but how important could a win like that be when you're trying to build a resume here?
Well, to me, it's not necessarily more about the resume. It's more about our team getting better. I thought we got better. This was a test. We didn't have this. This is the first time we took this test. And guess what? We passed it. We had a chance to go and play against a team we played last year that we had a lead on them, and they made a run on us here at our place. So now we're going there into their confines, sellout crowd, great atmosphere, and our guys respond to the challenge. Defensively, offensively, they were just into the game. Our guys were just, to me, they were really zeroed in, dialed in, so to speak, to that particular game.
Coach, talk about Michael Walls. He got a big rebound there again for you and stuff. Just how he played.
Well, I thought after he settled down, that's why I say we were so amped up, and that's why even he scores and gets I guess they call it a technical foul on him, and he's one of those guys that kind of gets charged up quite a bit. So we had to bring him out to settle him down. But I thought once he settled down, I thought he played a pretty good all-around game. There were some things we got to continue to work on in terms of taking the right shot at the right time. But I thought his energy was contagious. I thought that may have been something that ignited us. You got to have some. You got to play with an edge, and I think Mike gave us that edge.
Ja'Cory and Manny Watkins, just what's made the difference?
Well, they continue to come in and just give us that blue-collar mentality. As soon as they come out there, they're instant impact on the game, and it's just their tenacity defensively, touching balls, coming up with loose balls, fixing things on defense, and they make the offensive flow. I think they're guys that are not ball stoppers. I mean, they move the basketball, and they play to win. Their energy, I think, if anything, their energy. They sit there and watch the game and see what's going on, and it's amazing. They go out and they take it up to another level. And for a coach, that's what you want. You want to have those guys that can come out and really help propel your team to another level. And because the wear and tear, it does have an effect, and I thought it had an effect on SMU last night.
Bill made a couple of key plays in crunch time for you.
Bill, it was good to see that. It was good. He didn't have, he made a shot early on, and I don't think he had a stroke. He didn't make a shot up until going down the stretch, and that's the thing about Bill. But I like his defense. I thought he came up with a big play, big steal out of the he came up a rebound. Then of course he knocks down the shot. Again, he's a guy that's been here. This is his third year. So he's a lot more comfortable, and you can tell I'm a lot more comfortable with these guys. I don't get as rattled, get as crazy on the sidelines as I used to, but that's familiarity, and these guys knowing what they got to go out and get done. But Bell was big going down the stretch. You could pick out different guys at key moments. Kai Madden taking command with the ball and getting to the free throw line, getting our defenses in gear. Bobby was one of those go-to guys. Ja'Cory, he made some great passes in there to Bobby on the post, and that's something that our guys got to continue to identify. There are opportunities where we can get the ball into Bobby, and he's not going to shoot it every time because he's a very good passer. But if we can get guys that are understanding that, just let them touch it, a lot of good things will continue to happen for this team. But our defense, to the end, I thought was a big difference in this game. We did not let SMU get comfortable. We did not. We disrupted what they wanted to do, and even when they had plays at the basket, we had about 3 or 4 guys always. So that means our guys were really engaged, seeing the ball, and trying to help fix things on defense.
Bobby had a lot of 15, 17-foot type shots last night. He's 5 of 6 from three-point range this year. I mean, there been a difference that you've seen from him maybe in practice or during the offseason to improve?
Oh, he's put the time in. I think since last year, since we finished the season, I think he's dedicated himself to becoming a even more versatile basketball player. I think he's playing stronger. He's playing a lot longer, getting to the basket. That's an advantage for us, his versatility, where he can step away. Because now it opens up the lane for curls and cuts to the basket. We saw Mike get a nice curl in there and go and dunk the basketball. So we're getting all that kind of action away from the ball because people have got to pay attention to him. And most times the guys that are guarding him are guys that most teams call rim protectors. So he's bringing those guys away, and you got to pay attention to him. We can screen and pop him. So he's playing with a lot of confidence right now. But he put the time in. He put the work in. I must say that, between the camps he went to him being a gym rat, and we got a lot of those kind of guys. I mean, it's not unusual to see them come up here and get 500 shots a day, during the off season. I mean, that's what they do. So he wants to be a great player.
What do you know about North Texas?
North Texas, coached by, I think, Coach Tony Benford, played at Texas Tech. Rob Evans is on his staff. They're an athletic team. They played some of the teams we played. I think we played, which team is that? Delaware State. They beat Delaware State. But Tony he got some athletic kids. I think he has a lot of new players. But it's a team that brings in athletes. They play. They go deep in their bench. And they're going to come in with nothing to lose and everything to gain. And Tony played for Coach Myers and Coach Evans at Texas Tech, so you're going to see a team that they're going to defend. They're going to defend. They want to play athletic. They want to get up and down the floor. So every game's a big game for our basketball team. So we've got to really zero in. It's a quick turnaround, and that's the thing. I'm really thankful we got a deep bench because it's a quick turnaround. We had some guys play some extended minutes, but that's what happens on the road. You can't extend your bench as much as you would like to, and you want to keep some continuity out on the floor. And last night we saw that on display.
Jordan Williams, I guess, is averaging 15.3 points for him. Anything about him in particular?
Well, again, I think it's a team that they're athletic. They get up and down the floor, and he's a guy. I think he plays inside, outside. He's a big guard is what he is. So again, it's a team that's going to attack us. They want to get to the free throw line. They'll play multiple defenses. They'll play zone. So we're going to see some zone. I think we have a size advantage. I'm sure they're going to play some zone on us. So we've got to be able to knock shots down. And so it's critical that we have good ball movement. Anytime we have good ball movement, we get good shots. When we have the ball stopping, we're penetrating, and everybody's in there. We had quite a few turnovers in that department last night, or just bad decisions. But when we got the floor space and we got good ball movement and that ball is being reversed, we get good shots. And not only we get good shots, but we have an opportunity to go to the offensive boards because they know when the shot's going up. But we won't change anything we do, Nate. We're gonna get at them, harass them, and try to get our bench involved and get more guys involved.
I don't know if you have anything left after Bob yesterday, or 2 days ago, but any comments about Rob Evans coming back and just kind of your relationship with him?
Well, Rob's a great man, first of all. You know, he and Coach Richardson are like brothers. They are from the Hobbs, New Mexico area, and Coach from El Paso, and those guys are really, really close. And obviously, I'm in that family, so it makes me be pretty close to Rob. And just it's a great coach, a great person. We played his teams over the years when he was at Ole Miss, and his teams they hung their hats on defense. We had some battles. So Rob will certainly put his flavor on that team, and but again, he's a dear friend. He comes to my golf tournament. He's at Coach Richardson golf tournament. So and he was here. He was here when we came here, and I had brought my whole staff with me, so I didn't have a place for him on our staff.
I know it's 1 week, one ranking, but just getting that national respect again for the program, being ranked in the top 25, and the challenges that come with that now to kind of stay in that ranking.
To me, the challenge to me is just getting better, just becoming a better team each and every day. I don't really worry about that. I think it's great because it just says they're noticing us a little bit. But this is just a start. We're just 4 games into the season. To me, you want to be there when it's all said and done, when it's finished, and that's so our focus right now is just trying to get better every day. I know it's cliche-ish, but that's just how I am, and that's how I want our guys. We can't worry about that. I think it's great for our fans. I think it's great for the university to mention that, and we want to be one of the better teams in the country. Let's not shortchange that. We do, but I know that. There's a lot of basketball to be played, and there's the mindset has got to be one game at a time, one practice at a time. And if we do what we are capable of doing, we'll be there.
As an athletic department, though, you guys continue to win football wins on Friday. It'll be the first time since '98 that both the 2 major sports have been ranked. Just the outlook that you see.
Oh, I just think, we got a great program, great administration, great university, great state. So why not? Why not let everybody else see it nationally? And obviously, when your programs are doing well, I think it bodes well for everybody.